Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be playing some Mardu value pile, as I'm calling it. This is like Mardu with a ton of different cards that work together a bunch of different ways, while just still playing the good cards. Which, you gotta love that when you're getting to play just piles of good stuff. But, let's start at the top. We do have a helping hand in here because we have a bunch of stuff that costs 3 or less, so getting some of it back is going to be pretty good. We are playing a little trio of discard here with Duress and Dream of Steel and Oil. And then we kind of get into just the good stuff cards, right? We have Deep Cavern Bats, annoying but good. We do have Go for the Throat. We also have some Fear of Missing Out. We have a little bit of everything in the deck, so Fear of Missing Out, giving some stuff double attacks is pretty good. We do have Enduring Innocence, because a lot of our stuff is going to be 2 power or less to let us draw some extra cards. Preacher of the Schism, this is one of the great things if you can attack twice with this. This is really good. And then Unstoppable Slasher. Could also be fun to attack with twice. Super annoying for your opponent. Also, triggers Enduring Innocence. We can get it back with the Helping Hand, so like lots of stuff going on with these cards. Also, Urbrass Forge. Just good, obviously. But the fact that it costs 3, also excellent, because we can discard it sometimes if we need it to be there for Fear of Missing Out, but also can get it back later with Zoraline. Zoraline gets most of the things in this deck back, which is also very good. And then we have the Jolly Balloon Man. This is like the first deck I've played this in, but being able to copy like a Preacher is really good. Even a Bat if we need to just look at their hand. Maybe a Fear of Missing Out if you want to get double attack steps. Triple attack steps, I guess. So there's like a few different things you could do with this, which is actually kind of fun. And then we have a Sarah Paragon, kind of for the same reason Zoraline's in here. So much stuff is 3 or less, so this lets us get a bunch of stuff, reuse it. And then we have just a trio of Overlords, one each of Overlord of the Bellmark, the Boiler Bilges, and Mistmoors, and a couple of Virtue of Persistence. So hopefully the plan is if we get enough of the early removal, it allows us to get our setup, and then between like Zoraline, Paragon, Helping Hand, we can kind of start working stuff out of the graveyard that might have died earlier, and then kind of start wrapping things up. But we'll see how it goes. As usual, you get to the video, you want to download it, you want to try it, there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield. You can download it, they're a channel sponsor, and then you can have some fun with this deck yourself. For now, though, let's go see if good stuff leads to good wins. Yeah, we're keeping this one. I think one of the mistakes a lot of players make, though, is they'll look at a current card and want to, in their head, make it the same as an old card. But ultimately, things don't tend to work out that way. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of one of these. It's like, fundamentally, the cards tend to be different. Plus, they end up in different situations because of the meta that they're in. Alright, is our Fear of Missing Out dead? No, you have a Bandit's Talents. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of... this lets us... Yeah, but we gotta get a 4th land, which means I'll draw it as my next card. But, okay, I didn't. So I don't feel too bad about it. Did also put a creature in the graveyard. Alright, if they don't kill a Preacher, though, Preacher will get to draw cards. And then we'll start offsetting those other problems, which it looks like we're going to get to, which is really good. So no damage from that thing. We get to attack. Caves. Alright. So we'll play one of these. And I guess we'll play... We have double white, we have double black, we kind of have everything. So I guess we'll do this. Less pain later. Show us a Shieldred. Called that one. I guess we'll take 2 here. It's worth it. We're taking 2 either way. Yeah, we're going to take 2 either way. Either when we draw or not having the card in hand. Oh, no, they hadn't paid for that yet. Oh, cute. Oh, Jolly Balloon Man. Hell yeah. Alright, Balloon Man, you're up. Rotten Mouth Viper. You got it, friend. I am just going to... If I lose 4, I go to 13. I'll still have more life when it's our turn to attack. Sure. Oh, that could also be beneficial. Let's make a Viper or a Preacher. And we will send all these in. Wow. Okay. Those are things that happened. In our yard, we can't get a Paragon back, but we can get a Fear of Missing Out. So let's go Fear of Missing Out. We will discard this. That is not helpful. I guess we'll get this Aclazot, huh? Alright, so I can discard 2. And then take 6, take 2, so that's 8, we're at 2. Alright. Actually, I don't even have to do that. Opponent's at 7. And we can get 2 attack steps. Like, I just block with the Deep Cavern Bat, right? Yeah, that sounds correct. And I also gain 1, go to 11, lose 2, go to 9. Yeah. That's a cute bonus. Alright. So, the opponent's at 7, so we do this. Copy a Fear of Missing Out. Discard this, I guess. Oh, well, that makes that even easier. There we go. And then we just get in with our billion attack steps. Yep. GG's. Alright, cool. That worked out nicely. We will go first, and we will keep this. This is going to be an interesting hand here. How do we want to go about this? I think we go ahead and Fear Missing Out. Man, I think I have to discard this. Because I don't even have double red yet, though. Ugh. But I don't want to get rid of these. I want to play them on back-to-back turns. So, I guess I'm just gambling here. Okay, they didn't have a cut down, so that was kind of nice, at least. Oh, well, that thing is annoying. Alright, I'm at least going to get rid of that. It looks like this could just end up with a bunch of stuff getting countered if we're not careful, though, because this is probably a toxic proliferate type deck. Gonna return that. Kill it, give me a token. All that good stuff. Alright, you could be beneficial later. I'm gonna go with this. They can counter this. Also puts an artifact in our graveyard. Oh. Okay, sure. We had to get poisoned some way. Makes sense. Alright. Yes, Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con was this past weekend. Actually, going on this weekend, more specifically. Okay, let's try... Oh, wait, Arena. What are you doing? We gotta have black and white open. Why are you doing us like this? I don't know what you were trying. Wait, what? Oh, now I tried to intercept Arena and then I tapped it wrong. Doesn't matter, though, because I ended up having to pay for this, so whatever. I screwed myself after Arena tried to screw me, but it's okay. That was funny, though, because I tapped red instead of white, which is what I meant to do, but it's all right. I assume they'll return this to our hand. We'll get a poison counter. No, they did not do such a thing. Interesting. All right, well, I'm willing to try to attack. Sure. Don't hate it. Attacking for 3. We'll go ahead and play this. Yep. All right. I mean, this is starting to get into that area where it gets a little tight because we can die to random things once you start getting above 3 poison, but we'll see how it works out here. Right now, they're trying to deal with the Slasher. Okay, they found Anointed with Affliction, which is their best card against that. Not even close. All right, let's see if they have an answer for this. Cut down. Oh, are you kidding? I don't even think I've seen anybody ever cast that card against me, but hey, it's the right card there. Well, that's brutal, though. That hurts. Much respect, though, opponent. You gotta have them to draw them, you know? Alright, we're not too worried about that guy. Go to our graveyard. We're gonna get this. Just to make sure that's... Oh, wait, actually. We're going to attack for 5, 6, 7, 8. And they go to 1. If we shoot them, they can... Yeah, we kind of have to do that. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. And then I guess we'll just bat for insurance. All of these are silly. Sure. Alright. I mean, you can give us a poison counter, maybe 2. Yeah. We're at 6. We're at 7. Looks like that's going to be it. Yep. This hand, however, we are going to mulligan. We will keep this, and Balloon Man, this is not your time. Not your time to shine. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Double Bandit's Talent, Go for a Throat. This is interesting, because if I were to get rid of Go for the Throat... Nah, let's get rid of Bandit's Talent, because I'll Bandit's Talent here... So we discard this. Actually, do I discard the Forge? Yeah, I discard the Forge. And then we play Fear of Missing Out. Discard this. Hopefully it's a non... Oh, no! We need it to not be a land. Because if they have a discard spell or another Bandit's Talent here... Okay, that's actually good. Because if that had been another Bandit's Talent or something, we'd have had to lose the Unstoppable Slasher, and that would have wrecked a lot of stuff here. Okay, we'll attack. Assuming they're going to use their Go for the Throat on this, which is why I left their mana up. Love it. Alright. And then if they get a land, of course, we'll see Shieldred here. If not, they'll be trying to deal with their Slasher. Okay, so I'm going to assume they got a removal here if they didn't go right into Shieldred, right? That's got to be the option. Or else it doesn't make a lot of sense. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so now we have to find a removal for the Shieldred. Yeah, if you want to play Reanimator decks, we played one just yesterday, or maybe today, or I guess, I don't know. By the time you're seeing this video, probably would be forever ago. But we have one that's dinosaur-based, which was actually much better than the ones just focusing on getting an a Valgavoth in play. Am I going to have to discard this Fear of Missing Out? This kind of puts us in a tough situation, doesn't it? I guess I have to do this, because our hand's pretty bad. If I had a better card in hand, I would have probably sacked the other one, but we just didn't have anything. Oh, boy. What are we doing here? Alright. No attacks. Yeah, I think the opponent's got this one ultimately. Yeah, I think we can just concede. We just drew nothing here. I'm willing to give that one up. Keep this, I guess. Okay. Mostly just so we can guarantee having mana on turn 3, but I don't know if that's even a good enough situation here. Oh, what? With Helga? Alright, opponent's in the lab here. That's something to pay attention to, though. They do have double passage. Currently only one white. Alright. Hey, thanks for that. Now they have double white, so that plan is now gone. Unfortunate. Ooh, that's not bad for later. I think we go here to start. And if they ley line or whatever, so be it. We can get the Sunfall, or the Sunfall out of their hand. And then we can figure out what to do after that. They let us go to the attack step. I'm a little surprised. Maybe they're wanting us to overcommit into the Sunfall, maybe? How tricky do we want to try to be here? I'm just trying to decide if I want to force the Sunfall or not yet, is really the issue here. Because they're going to go search for a land. I don't know. We obviously don't know what the hidden card is. I think I'm just going to do this for now. And then maybe they want to use the Leyline of Binding on that. Ooh, Balloon Man or Slasher. Damn, that's a real choice, actually. I guess I'm going to take Slasher. Blue Man might be the better choice, though, because we can copy any of these and be relevant. But they don't want a binding on this either. They're being very, very patient with their cards. Which is smart on the opponent's part. It's just making it hard for us to make decisions. Alright, there's the Sunfall. So the question is, what else do you have? Is it another Sunfall or only the Leyline? That and this is not going to be happy for us. But I guess we take the Leyline. Actually, yeah, we just take the Leyline. No need to overthink it. Then we go ahead and play Slasher. Start that train going the right way. Then they'll be able to play Overlord, get the land. Next turn, get 5 things with Herd Migration. And then we just have to figure out what the game looks like from there. At least I would assume. Oh, well, another leyline. You're just going to play that for that and then leyline the slasher? Okay, that's not the worst thing for us either. Sure, I guess. Alright, so then we go back to a slasher and we go ahead and play one of these. Beanstalk, you got it. So this also means, unless they found like another leyline there, yeah, we're not going to have any concerns here for this turn. But obviously, it's either going to be wipe the board or play Herd Migration next turn. Ooh, that's a good one to get started here too. I was going to attack with our lands, but this is just better, I think. What are the odds that they have another Sunfall? Let's attack first. Let's go find out. Alright, so they go to 6. That's 2, 4. I can only do it for 1, so they're at 4. Alright, I'll gamble. Let's do it. I mean, if they get there, they get there. Alright, they didn't, so that's like the best thing that probably could have happened under the circumstances. Alright. I think we just activate one of these. And then we just see how the opponent chooses to block. Yep, you got it. Okay, Zorline's good for later. All right, we'll take that. Play a land. Play this. Discard a land. Not terrible. All right, Overlord could find a Sunfall. Because you're looking at 3 cards here. There's a Leyline Binding. Get to draw another card. Okay, not a Sunfall. Say if it was Sunfall, they would have just played it there, so we would have seen it. Yep, that's a winner for us. Yep. And we're still at 18, so sure. Yeah, even without anything special, they would have been dead. And we found an extra removal card, sure. Yep, that'll do it. On the draw? Alright, let's try. Oh, I knew it. I'm gonna get punished. I deserve it. I shouldn't have tried to get cute. I was like, you know, if we draw some land, whatever. Now I'm gonna get punished against mono red. If so, I totally deserve it. Kept a hand. Sometimes keep a hand like, what if I high roll though? And then when you don't high roll, it just looks like a disaster. Okay, let's go ahead and kill this, because this is a real problem. I wouldn't mind a black land untapped next turn, so we could duress and kill something with Go for the Throat would be nice. Alright, here comes like 80 damage. Come on, untap black land. Oh, jeez. No love. No love. Alright, I guess we gotta pass. That kind of hurts me a little bit, but it is what it is. Swift Spear, you got it. Alright, well, opponent's waiting for me, so that's fair. Oh, did they not have anything else? I would have sworn they were waiting on me to do something there. Maybe they just don't have it. Or it's like lightning strikes or something. Nope, just a spare demonic ruckus. Fortunately, we found another removal spell. Alright. No mana, though, so we're not doing a lot here. They still have nothing? Oh, did they find something to protect their guy? Oh, they're actually playing that? Oh, I deserve to die. Like, credit to the opponent. Like, that's rough. How do we get out of trouble here? We just play this? Needed another black land this whole way and never got it. But, yeah. If they have a rage or something here, we're just dead. Oh my gosh. Alright. Yeah, we didn't even have a chance. Our draw was so bad. GG's. Like, if we'd had any real mana, we could have won that one. Let's keep this and figure out what's gonna happen. This isn't a very proactive hand, but I don't hate it either. Well, might as well get rid of that duder, because we can't kill it with too much. Oh, is this just like the Bant poison deck or something? It might be. Alright, let's go here. Multiple Skrull types. Alright, that's going to get annoying pretty fast. I'm going to tap like this and this. And kind of hope we draw into something. Maybe a land would be nice. Alright, there we go. Question, is this even an Overlord game? Probably not, if I were guessing. So I'm going to discard that. Wow, we just have all the Preachers, and if I'd have known we could have held a Preacher, dang. I didn't even know that was an option. I mean, Gopher, though, it's terrible in this match. I can't target any of their stuff because they're all artifacts. Oh, did not want them to get that. Because now they can pump, so now we're kind of forced to be on defense. Yeah. Not too happy about that. I shouldn't have attacked last turn. Got a little greedy. Getting appropriately punished. Alright, I guess we play this. Much as I would like to duress something out of their hand. Don't have anything in the yard to get with that helping hand, unfortunately. Yep. I assume you'll attack with all of it. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We need to be able to multi-spell, so I need an untapped land, preferably a black source. Would be great. Because if we can't play multiple spells, we're going to fall too far behind in this fight. You got halfway there, deck. Let's try this first. I mean, they could die to their hives. It's not terribly likely, but could happen. Now there's a choice. All right, I'm gonna do this. Hope they don't have, like, I don't know, Elish Norn or something. Ah, dang it. Dang it. I should have just discarded Slasher and just put Slasher into play at this point. All right, what do you got over there? Oh, sure. They're just countering stuff? All right. That's nowhere near the worst thing that could have happened. See, now their concern for them, though, is if they don't get rid of the fear of missing out, we do get 2 attack steps that could matter here. Because we could... Yeah, I should have just discarded the Slasher and put the Slasher into play with the Helping Hand. That's a mistake for sure. Because in this turn, I could have attacked twice, potentially, with the Slasher, with them not having any blockers, since all the Mites can't block. And that would have been the way to go. Alright, we could also just randomly die to poison counters, too. Because now we have 3, and they're going to have at least 7 they can attack with next turn. So if we don't kill them on the attack step, we are potentially risking death. I mean, yeah, we gotta block. I mean, not blocking is not an option. Like, we lose the fear of missing out, but, I mean, it's kind of all we can do. I guess I could have risked one of those extra ones getting through, but I don't know. We're so low, I mean, so high on poison already. I'm a little concerned. They're at 18. Because of lifelink, whatever. A little late on the black mana. Man, and I have just the wrong amount of mana here. What if I do this? Dang it! Why was that not... Oh, no. Oh, boy. I guess this is our only real shot? Yeah, I guess so. Part of me wanted to attack, see if I try to draw something else cheaper, and then use a helping hand, but that's just trying too hard. I think the opponent's got this one. We just sat around too long doing nothing while they just built up a board. I'll have a Jolly Balloon Man that'll keep us from getting the free attack with Skrelv, so that's nice, I guess. Though, there is a world where if... Alright, we might actually be okay here with the Balloon Man. Because there is a world here where we get to 6 poison. They do have spells, though, that proliferate. So they could still get us. They could have also double pumped to try to kill a Preacher of the Schism, but it makes sense. You got to get rid of the Slasher here. I mean, pumping for our life total doesn't really matter. If I were them, I'd just leave the mana up and maybe on defense with the Crawling Chorus or something. Yeah, you're going to kill us with poison before you kill us with the life total mattering. Good news is we get a card. So that could matter. Another Unstoppable Slasher. Okay. Alright, we have 7 mana this time. We have Fear of Missing Out available. So we're going to play another one of these for sure. Oh no, we only have 6 mana. We don't have 7 mana. For some reason, my brain processed 6. Alright, well, we got to play this so Skrelv doesn't get us. Alright. No attacks. And then we're going to hope for the best on the next 2 turns. I mean, we possibly still take a ton here. Jawbone Duelist, that'd be annoying later. We are in the barely hanging on phase. We've just been just the wrong mana to allow us to function the way we needed to. We drew all the 3 mana things and not the cheaper things. I mean, if the opponent doesn't attack, they could save up enough to possibly just punch through next turn. If they attack here, we have 4 blockers to their 5 attackers, and I don't think that's as efficient for them. This was a huge pull, though. That was actually really big. Wasn't even thinking about this being a thing, but it's definitely a thing. Because this just gets us 3 creatures straight up. So, yeah. Three creatures and a card. Ooh. Overlord of the Bellmark. Alright. The deck's trying. And now we have multiple colors of creatures. We have black and white, which helps us for blocking with the Skrelv out. This only works on 1/1s, right? Yeah. So we could ultimately trade an Overlord for a Jawbone Duelist. If we want to do that. Uh-oh, do they get something that's going to bounce a thing? They might have got a Serum Snare. This is interesting. Like, do we make a Jolly Balloon Man? And then... Or, I mean, use the Balloon Man to make a Slasher? And then attack with 3 Slashers? Like, is that the play? Because we'll have access to 2, 4, 6, 8 mana next turn. So we could do this, kill something, get back, fear of missing out. Or we'll see what we draw as well. This ended up being a much closer game than I thought. The way the opponent's game plan started, I thought we were going to be much further behind. I mean, I could also just copy Overlord of the Mistmoors, then attack with that. Yeah, I was going to say that if you're going to bounce something, that's probably the thing, right? And then just attack with everything, right? 7, 8, 9. Oh, those can't attack yet, though. Never mind. Yeah, you still get in where you can, but it's not as exciting. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're blocking. So that puts us to 7. Yep, gotta kill the Slasher. Okay. So 7 poison, but we've kind of stabilized the board now. Now we just need them not to draw anything that's actually, like, proliferating. Okay. We could double Slasher attack, but I think I'm better off doing this. And then just copying it. Because then that gives us, what, 6 blockers? A lot of blockers, actually. Probably going to play a tapped land here. Go ahead and get this duder back. We've been waiting a while to do this anyway. So let's just do that. Discarding probably this. And another Balloon Man. Okay. Let's see what happens. It's up to their turn here. Okay, that was a good turn for us. Also remember, they get to gain a bunch of life back from the Jawbone Duelist because they could pump that up with the land and then it double strikes. And so there's that whole thing. Deep Cavern Bat. You're at least a reasonable chump blocker here under the circumstances. Like, not the card we're looking for, but you're not trash either. Alright. So at some point we are going to try to get slashers in there, but now is not the time. So let's go ahead and copy Overlord. Oh, the slasher would fly. I totally forgot. Totally forgot. That is my stupid ass move. Well, now I want to play another Balloon Man and give it flying now. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers, and I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blockers. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll do it anyway. This'll be to punish myself for a stupid play. I can also play other cards too, so it's fine. Copy this one. Alright, let's go. What do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd have to kill Skrelv. Alright. Just those. Game got a little too dicey for me to want to do it. I'm a wuss. Yep, you get your token. Alright. Let's... I mean, is killing Skrelv just the play? Just, like, play this, kill Skrelv, and then... just is what it is? Probably so. Then we can just kill them next turn. I probably could have killed them this turn, too, if I just all-out attacked, honestly. But it's alright. We can get them next turn. Alright. I mean, because next turn, like, they either trade all their tokens for our flyers or our flyers just get lethal. Like, I was overly cautious, but it ultimately doesn't matter, I don't think. I just didn't want to bother with the math to try to figure out, like, when these hit, what does half-life look like, blah, blah, whatever. It's just easier to go, alright, sure. We can just kill you next turn if you don't have a play here. Because, like, obviously I'm blocking all the tokens, so, I mean, it just doesn't matter. Yep. Block there, block there, block there, block there, block there. Sure. I mean, we have way more than lethal, so they can do whatever they want to do here. Only thing they could have here that would matter would be, like, the White Sun's Twilight, or whatever that thing is. That's literally, like, the only thing I think that matters here. Hey, a new follower, thanks. Because if it's not White Sun's Twilight, then we just attack and win. And even then, we have enough to attack. That'd be 6. So they'd still be close to losing, even as is. Even if it was a white sun. Oh, no, because they would have gained, like, 5. So they would have still been alive. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing, but alright. That guy doesn't have trample or nothing. Yep, you got it. Yep, a lowly token that can't block. Sure. Let's check out what you got. I mean, I assume if it was a relevant creature, they would have just played it, but I don't know. What is that thing? Junker gets flying in my... Oh, no. What? Wait, why did they not use that? Like... Oh, I guess it would have only been 2. We'd have been at 9. Never mind. Alright, how much do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 6 twice? Yeah, that's more than enough. Just covering my bases. We'll just go ahead and give a FOMO attack. And we'll attack with the... I don't know why I didn't copy something with the Balloon Man, but it doesn't really matter. Untap this duder. And then attack again with this duder. Alright, all good. Lots to like about this deck, but there are 2 things I think you really need to know if you're going to play this deck. The first is you have to really be careful with your mulligans. You have to mulligan smartly, not just thinking about what can your hand do over the first couple of turns, but also thinking about how stuff fits together later and having at least some versatility against the opponent, right? You would prefer to have like at least 1 removal and some early play. Oh, excuse me, or possibly, you know, like a duress and something on turn 2 potentially, right? But also understanding that, okay, if you're gonna discard something, but maybe you already have the helping hand or you already have Zorline, it's like, all right, well, maybe I get rid of like a Preacher here and I can get the Preacher in cheaper later, right? Or even deciding like, okay, am I going to set up a Jolly Balloon Man thing, right? Am I trying to get Slasher down so Balloon Man comes in and I have 2 Slashers, right? Maybe they're planning on blocking 1, but not the other one. You know, like that sort of thing. So there's a few different options here you kind of have to figure out. And it's a fun puzzle if you like this type of deck, but it also is probably more an advanced deck. You can't just like slam the good cards down. And even in that last game, like I said, there's a chance I possibly could have won, but like, I didn't even want to go through the effort of figuring out, like, okay, if I copy this thing and this triggers and this does a thing, like, I didn't even want to worry about it. I was just like, you know what? Forget it. I'll just make sure I can't die the following turn, and if they top deck the 1 random card they potentially have, sure. But that could also get you in trouble. So it's just something to be aware of. But I will say, all the cards in the deck worked. All the cards did what you wanted them to do. We saw a lot of cards between the Enduring Innocent, Fear of Missing Out, you know, getting stuff back from the graveyard with Zorline, drawing stuff with Preachers. So we were seeing cards kind of every which way in this deck, which was actually very cool. The other thing, though, is the lands are probably close to where they need to be. So I don't think we want to mess with them too much. But the concern is that you do have to be aware of your lands you have in your opening hand along with the spells that you have. That's a real thing. Because you can get in some situations, and I think we had one of those in this video, where like it was just like, ah, man, why'd I keep this hand? Now I'm only playing like one thing a turn because I don't have like 2 black mana or something like that. And it's kind of clunky. So you got to be aware of that too. The only thing I want to say is like, I wish I remember where I saw this. Like, I feel like it was like in one of the Magic Online tournaments, but I couldn't even tell you who it was because I didn't have it in my notes. But it's been sitting here for a while, so this was a couple, at least a week plus ago. So, but either way, cool deck. It worked in best of 3. Definitely is a solid best of 1 deck as well if you choose to play it. But the cards: a Helping Hand, Dreams of Steel and Oil, 2 Duress, 4 Deep Cavern Bat, 3 Go for the Throat, 3 Fear of Missing Out, 2 Enduring and Innocence, 4 Preacher of the Schism, 2 Unstoppable Slasher, 3 Urbrass Forge, 3 Zoraline, 2 The Jolly Balloon Man, 1 Sarah Paragon, 1 Overlord of the Belmork, 1 Boiler Bilges, 1 Miss Morris, 2 Virtue of Persistence, and then the lands are kind of all over the place. 1 of each basic, then you have 4 Caves, 4 Restless Fortress, 4 Blackleaf Cliffs, 3 Battlefield Forge, 4 Inspiring Vantage, 1 Fable Passage, and 1 Fountain Port. But yeah, this is just another one of those examples of more things you can do in Standard. So yeah, be sure to check out the channel, all the other videos. Especially if you're new to Standard, take a look. There's bound to be something that speaks to you because you can play all types of stuff right now and still be competitive. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.